coming onto the stage, another slightly unconventional act. This guy wants to hear your dumb astronomy questions. If you have questions about astronomy that you would be afraid to ask somebody, ask this guy. Please put your hands together for Dr. Laird Whitehill, everybody, give it up.
I just want to let you all know that I have absolutely no fear of bombing tonight. I don't care one way or the other. But if you do care, if you're the ones who do care, then it's up to you to keep me from bombing. Because what I do is, I'm Dr. Laird, and I'm here to answer your stupid astronomy questions. It's up to you to give me questions that I can either answer or make fun of, depending on what kind of question it is. So you're up. I'm not right now. You're up. You have to raise your hand louder than I can't. No, don't raise your hand. I can't see you. You have to shout it out. If you don't shout it out, if there's nothing happening here, I am perfectly prepared to do one of two things: stand here and just learn how to meditate, or lecture you on some topic of random choice. So whatever it is. Yes, have a question.
What is not astronomy?
What is not astronomy? Everything that goes on in this room is not astronomy. There's a large subset of things that are not astronomy. This is one of them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is astronomy?
What is astronomy? Okay, well, that's fair. When I was 10 years old, I thought that I wanted to know everything. And by the way, that didn't. If that's a thing that you have as a thing in your life, it doesn't work out. But I decided it was going to work out for me, so I became an astronomer. So astronomy is the study of everything else in the universe aside from the things that go on in this room, and basically off planet, but sometimes on planet. Yeah. Anywhere?
What's space?
What is space? I'm really hard to say it. Outer space?
Sure.
Okay, outer space is a place that is defined by the point that James Kirk went above. So when you go above the Kármán line, which is some arbitrarily defined line by some guy named Kármán, if you go above that line, it's outer space. Okay, and it's really poorly defined, and it's not even real. Because if you tried to orbit a satellite in above the Kármán line, where James Kirk, what's his name, whatever the actor's name is, if you try to orbit a satellite at that level, it would decay instantly. Yes.
You're talking about Captain Kirk, like.
Yeah, as if he was a real person, because I can't get his name.
Yeah, it's James T. Kirk.
James T. Kirk, thank you. It's so much better now that you've explained it.
I was going to say, what is realistic about Star Trek?
What is realistic
Name
about
things that are realistic about it.
I think the love stories are very, very I think James Kirk gets a lot of action, I think, in many ways. Otherwise, I think that everything else is pretty much false. There's no way that human beings can behave themselves the way that they're supposed to behave on Star Trek.
Are there dancing black holes?
What's that?
Are there dancing black holes?
Are there dancing black
Black
holes?
hole just wants to dance. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Are there black holes that just want to dance?
Are there black holes that just want to dance? So one of the things that I can do on this stage, because I'm on the stage and you're not, is completely ignore that question. So you're ignored.
How do you feel about astrology?
How do I feel about astrology? Astrology is horseshit. I mean, basically. But if you need to know more, I'll tell you that again in space. What do you need to know about it?
Who's your favorite scientist?
Who's my favorite scientist? Come on, you know the answer to that question. No, Neil deGrasse Tyson is my second favorite. My favorite scientist was the guy who raised me from a little pup. He gave me a PhD. His name is Carl Sagan. So that is my favorite scientist. Yeah.
Where does the stuff in black holes go?
Where does the stuff in black holes go? Into the black hole. Nobody really knows what happens afterwards. It's a story. It's a mystery. People tell stories about it. Nobody knows.
Would you ever go in just to see?
You know, you can go into a black hole because it's not dangerous depending on the black hole. If you go into a small itty bitty black hole like the size of a star, you're going to get spaghettified. Don't do that. But if you're going to go into a black hole the size of like an entire galaxy, you won't mind going in because on the way in, your feet don't separate from your head because you don't get spaghettified, so you can enjoy the trip. The only unfortunate problem with traveling into a black hole is that you go through the end of time on your way in. So time goes to infinity on your way in. So you basically miss a lot of things on your way in. Because the universe ends on your way in. It's not fun.
Do you have sex life with your wife?
Do I have... That was a funny question, but say it again.
Do you have sex life with your wife?
Do I have sex life with my wife? What kind of question? Is that your question?
Yes.
Because I'm going to ignore that question.
Can I ask another?
Yeah, ask another, sure.
Can you still get hard?
No, I'm not even going to repeat that one. Refer to a previous video if you need to know that. Why do you ask such insulting questions, really? But I'm going to ignore you. Thank you very much.
Why are you so handsome?
I'm not going to... If you heard that question, you would understand why I'm going to ignore that. Next.
What is Uranus?
What is Uranus is not funny enough. So I'm not going to answer that either.
What's it like on Uranus?
What's it like on... I don't know what's it like on Uranus. I got it. Thank you.
Do you believe in Tralfamadorians?
Trifalmadorians. What is a trifalmadorian?
You ever read Kurt Vonnegut?
Oh. Yeah, I read it, but it's a long time. I'm looking for my glasses. They're on my hands. No, I don't know. I don't remember it. It's funny stuff, but I don't know it.
What's your favorite planet?
My favorite planet is the Earth. It's not a cop-out. It's where I live. Sorry, and we don't have long to go, so we should all be taking care of it, right? Ooh, yes, of course. Questions. I'm right of questions. Do we have any more? Okay, so this is the time when I'm going to start either one of two things. I'm going to either start lecturing or I'm going to start pausing.
Can you see the
I
flag?
have 10 seconds.
Can you
on
see
this.
Can you see the flag on the moon?
Can you see the flag on the moon? Why would you be interested in that? Thank you.
Keep it going with Dr. Laird. Watch out, watch yourself, watch yourself. Keep it going with Dr. Laird, everybody. Dr. Laird's been coming here for about a month. I have to say, that's the first time the questions really started bordering on sexual assault. That was kind of crazy. He said, ask me about space, and you said the Milky Way. That's crazy. That deserved exactly that. Thank you very much.